Playoff hockey. I mean, like everyone in the building knew that Bemidji was going to have a pushback. I think the word we used yesterday was desperation. We saw it. I thought our guys fought back, but it's the fine line of the playoffs, and it came in the form of a power play goal, came in the form of a lost faceoff that ended up in the back of our net, and a turnover coming up out of our zone that we needed to keep on the strong side and just play simple hockey. But those are all correctable things, and chance to play the rubber match on Sunday.
Coach, can you just speak to just the energy it kind of takes when you're down 2-0 and then you have to fight back? I mean, just how much does that sort of take out of the guys?
You don't like to chase it, but I felt like we were gaining momentum. Just a couple seconds, 22 seconds or something like that left in the period. We score a big goal, great play by Friesen. Simon comes to life. He's going to the back post again, bangs it in. And then we've been in the CCHA enough to know a split weekend is very common. It's just so for me to sit here right now, I think we planned all week in terms of the sports science of it, the load management, different things that we're going to play 3 games. So that's what I told the guys. It's not down on the game at all. We would have liked a different result. It's playoff hockey. Bemidji State's a good team, proud group. Augustana, proud group. They're playing their hearts out on the ice, and it's one of those times of years when the boys have it, and our guys are doing everything they can. We got to same energy. We got to play smarter. That's the big thing.
What did you like about Nance's goal? It seemed like it kind of gave you guys some momentum too. You had a lot of time.
Well, we're chasing it down by 2 for the second time in the game. When he scored, it brings the crowd to life. And there's plenty of time left on the clock. We missed some nets, and we fanned on some pucks in grade A areas. Those are the chances we had that we didn't execute on. They had a few where they were in the slot area with some pretty good intention to put that baby home. They're just a little bit stronger tonight. Meant a little bit more to them in those areas, and here we sit.
2-2 game going into that second intermission too. I thought at that point that first period from Josh really stood out. I mean, he saw a lot of looks.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I mean, he saw some good looks, but he was locked in, so that gave us some confidence on the bench. But then the second period, there was a couple shifts where we were standing around in the D zone. It's just not a good look for us. It all started off us, losing stick battles, not being on our toes, but we kind of fought our way out of that. And they threw a lot of shots in there on Coder through the first 2. We had a little bit better of a third period, but now you're talking desperation on our end. So, all in all, just one game shot. It's one game shot from here on out.
Talk about the details of the game and the things you could do, like the face-off or a power play goal. Is there a general area of those details where you want to see improvement tomorrow?
Well, jutting, again, we've been trying to find an answer for jutting, as have many teams. I think maybe Tech's the only one with the young guy they have there, Merrill, who's had the better of him. Mobes has done a solid job, but Mobes can't take every draw. So you can't lose it clean. You have to create a 50-50 there, and then you got to front it with your winger. There was no misdirection or anything that Fulmer wired it in, and they had some traffic. Everyone's baseline game at this point of the year is pretty much intact. It's really hard to change your fundamental pieces. We'll watch some video back, more special team stuff probably, but it's all about energy, showing up in a big moment, and just keeping that composure. Just understand it's just a hockey game.
It might be a little bit of a long-winded question, but
Yeah.
I mean, both teams are going to go into playing their third game in 3 days.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be the most desperate version of both of these teams. But how important is it to not let the desperation overtake the importance of the details in those moments where the legs might be a little bit more tired than they would be?
I told the guys after the game, I said, it's a perspective you carry. Like when you lay your head down tonight, you just gotta shut it down, and you can't think beyond just playing each shift, right? And one of the greatest things for us that Chad Demers left with the group and our staff is you never live with fear. You're just excited to play. You're excited about the opportunity. You show up on a Sunday and be with your buddies with a chance to lay it all on the line. That's all you owe the game. That's all you owe your teammates. Don't make anything bigger than it is. We're hockey players. We've been around the sport for a long time, and it's a job that needs to be done. But all we owe to the game is give our best effort and sleep pretty tight if we can do that.
It's the only weekend of the year you can kind of get this do or die, game 3,
Mm-hmm.
battle's been played, third time. Just how much fun is this for you as a coach to be there, just go into this, in this program, something that you helped build and for this city and in this institution?
I think all that stuff's awesome. I think for me, it's just so fun to see for the guys. I mean, everything they're feeling, they don't know what it is, but they're living. They're alive. Like, how awesome is that? Like, this is sports, baby. Get a chance to come on Sunday and play, and I'm excited to watch them do it. It's it's awesome, and our fans are going to get to enjoy another home game, and it's high stakes, but it's this time of year.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Coach, you guys had a sold-out crowd tonight. Can you talk to me about just what that, support from the community means to the team as they feed off that energy?
It's huge. I mean, again, we're playing in front of friends, community members, like so many people that have come out to support us, and you draw from the energy they bring on game day. But it's truly it's special. I mean, we're new to town. These people are coming out, taking a Saturday to cheer us on. We're still a little bit of strangers to this community, but that's what Sioux Falls does, is they welcome people in. They love them up, and they cheer for them. And it's part of why things have been going in the direction they've been going is the community, the support. Our guys certainly feel it, and it's pretty powerful.
No, a lot better outing tonight. Last night, again, we played 40 good minutes, but the last 20, you guys know what happened. There was a snowstorm the last 20, but I thought our guys played 60 pretty good minutes of hockey tonight. We played with a lot of desperation. The guys showed a lot of resiliency. Hats off to Augustana, because again they just keep fighting. They keep competing, and it was one of those battles, but it's playoff hockey, and we're very happy to stay another night in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. That's for sure, and excited to play Game 3 on a Sunday.
Tom, I want to start with the jutting goal, because I think that play really starts with Vinny holding the zone. Talk about how important that part of that play was to set up that goal.
Well, I just thought we showed a lot of toughness. We showed, you can call it grit, toughness, but I use the word today, stick-with-itness. It's not even a word, I don't think, but you hear that in sports all the time, but stick-with-itness, and we stuck with it, and we won a lot of battles in front of the cage, and that's what you have to do. We won some battles, probably 2 or 3 battles, maybe even more, and that's a testament to those guys that were on the ice, all of them.
What do you like out of the power play tonight?
Pardon me?
What did you like out of the power play?
Well, I just thought they stuck with it too. I mean, Funker's goal right there, that was just, it wasn't one of those, it wasn't one of those goals where you design it, but we all realize that you have to make sure, again, you're good in the blue area. And, there's more goals like that on the power play than those beautiful one-timers that you see on ESPN. So again, I just thought it was a good play on Funker's part. He stuck with it again, and he showed some crafty hands. in a tight area, and we got the puck through a layer, and again, he responded.
Another response area was start of the third. You give up a goal, 20 seconds left in the second. Just talk about that response. And
Well, I was happy. I was proud of the guys. I was proud of the guys for that because, again, that shows character. You know, it's a little deflating. Who's kidding who? You got a 2-0 lead. And then with 20 seconds to go, I mean, we all realize, again, you know, you don't give up a goal the last 2 minutes of a period or the first 2 minutes of a period. You know, that's just kind of a staple in hockey. And we did that. And it was preventable as well. And that's what's even, you know, it's even more frustrating for me because I was self-inflicted. But again, the guys responded, and I was, again, proud of the guys for that too. And they stuck with it, and that's probably the term of the day.
one more for you, Tom, but tomorrow we're going to get that desperate version of Augustana, the desperate version of Bemidji State. But it's the only time of the year you kind of get that game 3. You know, it's the only scenario we get that. For you, Ben, who's been doing this in this spot for 24 years, how much fun are these moments to go into this do or die scenario against, you know, in a series like this?
Well, there's 2 teams playing an elimination game tomorrow. There's only one tonight. And, you know, that's what you want to do. I mean, obviously, again, would I like to be out of here tonight with 2 wins? Absolutely. Would Garrett like to be out of here tonight with 2 wins? Absolutely. But again, 2 teams that are, you know what, again, pretty close, pretty tight, and it's going to be it's a fun one. And again, when you lose game 1, you want to make sure you're in that elimination game. So,
earlier this week we talked about simplifying on the power play. Do you feel like this is kind of executing like you envisioned going into this series on that man advantage unit?
Yeah, we did, and I think we've been doing that the second half as our power play unit's just been building and trying to get pucks to that area, and kind of read the play. Marty brought it up, and he just threw it in like we've been trying to do the whole second half, and then found it in the back of the net.
Obviously, we talked about the third period last night. We'll just talk about how hungry you guys were to come out and kind of erase that sour taste after last night's game.
Yeah, it's that third period, like we said, like it was our worst period that we could have played. We talked about it. We put it behind us, and we just said we got to go and put 60 minutes together tonight, and we did the best we could, and we came out with a win.
For you, how much fun is this going into a game 3 and kind of everything on the line for both teams?
Oh, same as like we said at the start of the week. Playoffs is everything. This is the most fun time of the year. We said it this morning. Yeah, our back's against the wall, but this is what you play the game for. This is what hockey's about: is showing up and trying to beat that guy next to you when it really matters.
Tony, big goal scorer. Talk about just that play and how that unfolded for you.
Yeah, we were just doing a D Air Force with our best face-off guy on dot, and he won it back, cleanest win. And I was just focused on getting it through, and luckily won it. So.
I want to ask you too about the last 2.5-ish minutes. Augie pulls the goalie, 6-on-5. There wasn't a stoppage. I mean, that group was hemmed in your zone for over 2 minutes. Talk about the effort to get out of there with that 4-3 win.
Yeah, I mean, we just focus on staying tight, especially when the shift gets a little long, and just eating every shot you can. And when the puck's loose, go try and get it. And I feel like the guys had good sticks and good blocks, and we sacrificed. And I think that's what it took to win that.
Game 3, I mean, both of these teams are going to play their third game in 3 days, and it's first for both of these teams this year. Where do the legs come from tomorrow when maybe the going gets a little tough?
Yeah, I mean, if you lose, you're out. I think that's where the legs come from. It's desperation. It's playing desperate, playing with fear, playing the right way, playing simple. I don't think it's going to be hard to find legs tomorrow.
When Fong talks about, you know, back against the wall, it seemed like you guys, you know, were one of the better versions of this team with your back against the wall tonight. How much do you guys feed off of, you know, being in that spot with a chance for something to prove, like getting back from last night, forcing another game with your back against the wall? Yeah,
I mean, I just think we focus on playing the way we know how to play. I think this group's been up and down at certain points, but we've been finding our rhythm past, I don't know, a month and a half. And we just got to keep building off games like this. So.